Alright, I'm with PhilFo, and I'm talking about the first track on the album, Maestro. The track is called 7:30 Reservations at LeMaire.
Yes.
Super cinematic.
Yes.
As we mentioned before, it's not a lot of bass, very light percussion, horn driven. That's a theme throughout the album.
It's very jazzy.
Yes, jazzy. That's a theme for sure. It reminds me of Kanye, "Devil in a Red Dress." It's like a couple they're still together. They're still capable of having fun and having witty banter, but they might break up like this week. Yeah. And I felt like, his goes down in a fancy restaurant and yours might be like at the food court at the mall.
Nah, bro. It's at LeMaire, the restaurant at the Jefferson, bro. It's exactly right there.
I'm just going off vibes. See, you're fancier than me. You know about LeMaire. I don't.
Bro, I do this. This is a real song. This is real life music. This is what I'm saying. Like, I've been to LeMaire. I've been in this situation. Not at LeMaire, but at other fancy restaurants. But LeMaire is my favorite fancy restaurant to take me.
So is this song, and there's going to be a couple callbacks to relationship issues and whatnot. Is this about that 4-year relationship that you were in, or?
No. This song, I feel like, is a summary of just the past, year of my dating life and experiences. Like, it pulls from so many different experiences, which the listener wouldn't pick up on. But, for me, that's what's so incredible about it to me, because knowing what I know, what I've been through and experiences I've had, there are so many, double entendres in what the things that happen mean, the way it plays, there's a lot to it. But I love starting the album with this one because it is jazzy, and I love, it's a very car ride album to me, and I love driving around Richmond listening to jazz. So that's how I wanted to start it. I felt like it set the tone, and there's nowhere else you couldn't put that in the middle of the album.
Right.
That has to be the opener, and it's very cinematic. I've never written a song like that before.
Yeah, well, you pulled it off like a pro. Because with a little more context that you're giving me, I know what it takes to aggregate a bunch of real life situations and turn it into one scene. That's what it sounds like you did here.
Yeah.
A lot of different relationships and situations turned into one scene of a song, and the dialogue was great. Loved it. That's a different kind of writing, man, but I felt like you super pulled it off. Do you think that this, you said it's setting the tone, do you mean it's setting the tone sound wise or theme wise?
I think both. I think it sets that conversational tone. I feel like it's a conversational album in a way.
That's definitely a thread through the album. Conversational tone. Yeah, man, I loved it. It was like dark romantic humor.
Yeah, and that's what I like too. It wasn't it was dark romantic humor, but it wasn't funny. There was no real punchline. This is real music. This is just not a joke. So I really enjoyed. I love this song.
All right, Phil. So the lyric, this whole album's packed with gems, but I'm gonna pull one lyric from each song that hit me the hardest so far through my couple listens through it. For 7:30, the lyric I pulled was, and it's quick, but we're just using each other to fill holes that other people left in our hearts. That's deep, yo. That's all I have to say about it.
3 months to realize it's not enough.
I didn't even finish to go with the next bar or anything. I just wanted to pull that, that, because you talking about setting the tone. You set the tone with stuff like that. It's gonna be a deep album, man. Deep bangers. That's what we're going with. And man, that just, and you also that begins a pocket for you where you start flowing. You've grown a lot as an MC, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you've gotten a lot more multi-syllabic. And you really hit some flows on this that I hadn't heard you before. And that was the first line in this where I'm like, oh, he's really gonna be spitting on this and it's gonna be deep. Yeah, but you said it took three months, and that
it'll take 3 months to realize it's not enough. That's real. I've been there. We've all been there. You're both on a date you're both thinking about ex maybe, or it's just you're looking for something that you had before in someone else, and you can feel when someone else is doing that.
Right, you're trying to balance it against something else that someone else did bad or what they did good and all that.
Yeah, and you know, and then it ties in again with the ex calling at the end of the thing. Like I've been there. I've been there where like the ex keeps coming up in conversation. It's like, all right, and it keeps happening. I've also unfortunately been probably the ex calling into the conversation. So that's why there's so many double entendres to me, because I fit in all over that song, bro. Like, you know, it's crazy to me.